Ezeagu was the only son of his father, King Ebubedike. He was taken outside the country immediately he was born, which is the tradition of Idemili South Njaba, that the king must not set his eyes on his first son until he is of age. Ezeagu schooled overseas and spent most of his life there, so he does not know much about kingship. After his higher institution, his father asked him to come home so that he can pick a wife. Ezeagu returned back home just as his father instructed. Immediately he got down from the car, he fell in love with this maid that has served his father for a long time. Adaeze is an orphan who lost her both parents to fire accidents. So the king decided to pick her because she was the daughter to one of his chiefs. Adaeze was an obedient, lovely, and good girl. She was so dedicated to her job. Immediately Ezeagu saw her, he saw this beauty he could not resist. Her smiles were charming, and beauty sparkles like the morning stars. "Welcome, my prince. Thank you, beautiful one." As she raises her head, the prince smiled back to her. The prince was welcomed by his people and his family members. They were so happy seeing him home. "Welcome, my beloved son. You have made me proud. I can see myself in you. This is Omalisha, your wife-to-be. You both should get to know each other while I and your mother and the chiefs fix the dates for your wedding." Omalisha was the daughter of Ogbaracha, one of Oboduku kingdom. He was a great king. The king has long asked her parents to keep her for his son. Ezeagu and Omalisha tried getting along, but it was not working because she was so arrogant and aggressive, and the prince already has eyes for Adaeze. Each time Adaeze comes to serve the prince food, the prince winkles his eyes to her, passing a message of love. But Adaeze was scared because she can't imagine her poor self being loved by the prince. The prince started going close to Adaeze. He helps her to do some house chores like fetching of water, sweeping and cleaning. Adaeze fell in love with the prince but was so scared. "I love you, Ezeagu, but I am scared. Nobody dares your father and goes scot-free. I'm just an orphan. I have no one to speak for me. My love, don't worry about my parents. I am a man and have right to make my choice." Omalisha was not happy that Ezeagu was not giving her attention anymore, so she decided to find out the reason. Then she found out that Adaeze was the reason. "So you prefer this thinking poor good for nothing orphan to me? What does she have that I don't have double? I am rich, beautiful, and royalty. My dear, you have everything, but my soul yearns for her. We are not compatible. Let's not deceive ourselves trying to please our parents. You will find someone better." Omalisha was mad and quickly cried to the king and queen, "My king, I am heartbroken. Ezeagu said he cannot marry me, that he prefers that orphan to me." "What? Guards, get my son." Ezeagu made his father to understand his decision when the guides brought him to his father. "Never! It can never happen in my reign. Never! Ezeagu, you will not bring shame and disgrace to this family. I have worked hard to make sure that this family's name still remains where it is, and now you want to ruin everything? Never!" The queen was so angry and ordered Adaeze to be thrown out of the palace. "You ingrates! We picked you up from the gutter, brushed you up, and all you could do is to steal my only son's heart from his betrothed? Guides, send her out. Please, my king. Please, my queen. I have no place to go to. Please, I am begging. Adaeze begged, cried bitterly, begged the queen, begged the king, but they didn't listen to her. Did you think of this before you started milking with my son? Ezeagu pleaded, but the king refused. Adaeze was thrown into the street by the guards. What happened after will shock you. Did Ezeagu marry Adaeze afterwards? Stay tuned and find out for yourself. Stay tuned for the part 2 of this intriguing story to know what happened next.